This is one of the lightest electric bicycle, Dahon Feather. We're gonna review it today for the second time. Actually, I'm gonna do the follow-up review. So it does come with a very small body. You just open up like this, fold it, close. Safety feature over here. Kickstand, just like that. Bring this one up. Need to make sure it's locked, just like that. So you basically need to fold it the way it says and close it. I have full review on this bike, but today I want to show you and actually talk about this bike experience. I had it for a few months already, and it can fit tall person. As you can see, my pedals are missing, right? The reason is they're missing because I replace them with these pedals. It's called flat bike pedals, which is much better than original one. You basically just push it in, and they're actually real good. They're designed for mountain bicycles, and you just basically just push it in, and they have very nice grips over here. So they're um, not cheap, but they're good. They're better than many other foldables. There is only one pedals which is quick release, which can be used for mountain bicycles with safety feature. They will not fall off like other bicycles pedals you have. It's you have to push both sides to remove it. So you just put it in, and I'm gonna have a link in the description if you decide to buy it. All right, so the bike assembled, unfolded, I guess. So this bike actually only 26 pounds weight, and it does have a like 4 amp battery built in. To turn on the bike, you just push this button and hold until it turns green. Now it's green, it's ready to ride. So some people are gonna like it, some people might hate it because there's no throttle, and basically it's just as a regular bike, I guess. Let's see if we can see. And I'm in Santa Monica. Actually, they built a real nice line over here for bicycles. So I'm gonna go for a ride and just enjoy riding while talking to you guys. So I'm going around 11 miles an hour. Really nice. So people asking why should they need this bike if they can buy something really powerful for the same money. Currently, this bike I believe are around $12.99. And I can tell you this bike actually, I have more preference to use this bike versus like more powerful bike. Over here, I can just go probably because there's construction. There's no red light. Go ahead. And actually the brakes start to squeak. It does come with a V brakes from Dahon, which is branded to Dahon, and they actually built the bike. Dahon actually sold the most, I think they're number one folding bike company. I believe over 11 or 10 million bicycles they sell. So they know exactly what they're doing, but this is one of the electric bicycles they have. And what's great about this bike that it's very light and also it doesn't take much space. So for people who likes to have more space, also to pedal the bike, for city like as transportation or even exercise. So today I'm gonna take it for exercise because actually it's pretty good to pedal it. You don't have to use throttle because there's no throttle at all. The brakes by Dahon as well. Everything from Dahon, I guess. So I'm gonna wait until people pass. We're gonna do one test to see how this bike climbs to the hill. This is not the first time I take to the beach because this bike actually great for the beach riding. I like it since I can fit a couple like this bicycle in my trunk, and my son actually usually rides this bike unless he wants to ride something else, but he likes it. So somebody who is 5 feet tall, even shorter, can ride it, or somebody like me, 5'11", can ride it as well. So we're gonna turn right over here. and we're gonna test it in this hill. It's pretty steep. Yeah, this one is pretty steep hill, I guess, but I'm gonna turn around and just to test it out. And even so, this bike is kind of small, but it's pretty stable. I'm gonna go turn around right here and try to go all the way up to the hill. So let's see if I can go. When I push the pedal, it does come with a torque sensor, of course. When I push the pedals, the power kick in, and let's see how hard to get uphill. Okay, let's keep going. I don't have to stand up like the guy in front of me. Actually, he has to stand up, and yeah, it's keep going. It does not really take a lot of effort. Yeah, it's just fine. So you can ride this in a steepest hill with a little bit pedaling. But this bike is street legal everywhere basically because first nobody will even know that it's an electric bike unless you tell them. Second, this bike comes with a torque sensor, no throttle, so it's class 1. But because this bike comes with a no like this, no battery outside, so it's just it looks like a traditional bike. And we're gonna go today for a little bit ride, maybe Venice Beach. In the top speed about 15 to 16 miles an hour. But if you ever ride on the beach over here, most of the people ride about 10 miles an hour. Yeah, the front brakes, it's a rubber. Basically, it's a V brakes, I believe. So it's just rubber pushing the two bands from the wheel. Really good pedaling. I can even get my seat high if I want to, but I like the pedaling on this. And I'm going about 30 miles an hour. Easy pedaling. To turn off completely the bike, I would have to push the button. So the only things I don't know how many miles I ever rode on this bike because there's no display, there's no app. You cannot know anything like how much battery left other than this green button on the gonna turn to blue. I don't know if you can see it, the green one. It will change blue and then red. I believe that's it. Once it's red, it's gonna shut down later. And honestly, I never actually got to the blue. I think only keep green. It comes with a bell. Pretty cool. But I think I rode over here around 9 miles, 10 miles per trip usually, based on the mileage. But the only way I know it would be with GPS, which I don't usually use. I only use right now for the video. But it is a good bike to pedal. So if you're looking for bike which portable, lightweight, for me it's very important when I go to the beach. I don't want to take rock to bring it's kind of heavy usually. Any bike would be over 40 pounds and 26 pounds is very light. Also, when I go to the beach I want to pedal it. So good, get exercise, breathe with fresh air. It's a beautiful day today. So a lot of people in Europe usually buy these bicycles without even power because they're very good to pedal. They're compact. So if you live on the second floor, third floor, and you need something to bring upstairs, this is gonna be one of the lightest bike It sounds like expensive. $12.99. I don't remember if I have discount. I might have extra discount maybe, but I will have a link in description most likely with a discount. So if you decide to buy it, please use my link so you will support my channel. At the same time, I will know that somebody finds this video useful as well. If you are new to my channel, please hit like, subscribe, so I'll make more videos similar. So a lot of people want to see more powerful bicycles, but due to the new regulations, crazy riding, like see, this one is illegal. All this bicycle illegal actually to be riding at the beach, because in California the class number one can go up to, I believe, 50 miles, something like that. So we don't have class 3 really. Class 3 is when the throttle will not work. Then it can go up to 28 miles an hour. But a lot of people comes here with a like kind of e-motor and they're going crazy. Like 30, 40 miles on the street, on the road. And mostly like teenagers. And it's very hard to brake on concrete floor. And not only the sand, but also it's going to be very hard to brake. So let me stop somewhere here and I'll talk to you guys about spec on this bike closer, show you. So it can ride on the grass, as you can see, easily. There's no problem to ride it on the grass. Oh, that's scream. Here's the bike from the distance. So it might looks different than what you expect from electric bicycle, but I like this bike more than most of the bike I have actually, because I use this bike more often. Either me using it or my son uses when we're going to the beach. So the motor, I believe, is like 240 or 250 watt only. Very small, but give you enough power to climb the hills or just exercise and ride it. Aluminum frame, V brake by Dahon, pretty large front chainring. The only things I didn't like, it was pedal on this bike, that's why I replaced it. And it does come with a torque sensor, which is easy to use. When you push the pedal, the bike will get the power. And foldable mechanism, pretty basic as well. It's very basic. You just open the plastic and push the button. Actually, you don't have to push the button, you just pull it up like this and it will unfold it. So it's very basic by Dahon design. But this also, I forgot the name for it, this device to make this frame stronger with less flexing, since it's very thin, like very small. And it does come with a rigged fork, so it's very simple with quick release. The tires, wheels, it's about 16 inches by under 2 inches, so it's very thin. And folding mechanism on the frame, on over here on the handlebar, is pretty simple. You just push it and open up. So it's everything pretty simple. Of course, if you want to see the full review video with how to unfold it and fold it, I have the video will be in description. And the handle, the seat can go even higher or low. So it comes with a sport seat from Dahon, and handles very comfortable. You can put mirror, side mirror, to remove this plastic if you want to. And this bike has pretty small battery, 4 amp, and it's only, I believe, 24 volt, so it's very kind of weak. But it's basically designed not for power but for commute, for pedaling, and I think it does exactly what it's built for. I'm pretty happy with riding this bike actually at the beach. As you can see, a lot of people riding like very slow. The scooters, the ones they have, I think they are limited to 20 miles an hour. That's maximum. But some people crash them because 20 miles an hour, it's still fast in this area. So It does come with kickstand. You can remove the kickstand if you want to make it lighter, and also it comes with many different colors, which you can check in description, in the link. They have like different few colors to choose from. The charging, it will take you about, the charger is like 1.5 amp, I believe, and it's 4 amp, so it will take you about 3 hours to charge 0 to full this bike. And again, there is only one button over here to push to start and turn off, and this one is a charging port. So this is the lightest bike in the world for under $1,500, I would say. I checked a lot of different bicycles, and most of them would be over $2,000 for this weight. I noticed this bike would turn off after like 5-10 minutes not using, so basically it looks like it's built in the future which will turn off the battery if you don't use this. So if there's no activities, it will just turn off if you forget to turn it off. Most people probably forget to turn it off because once in a while you still remember that it's an electric bicycle. Other than that, you just pedal it as traditional bike. Even it's foldable with 16-inch, it's perform as good as full-size bike over here. So this bike probably faster than many rental bicycles at the beach. And if you don't want to rent bike and want to own one, just even for exercise like this, you're going around 12 miles an hour, pretty good pedaling. So you might want to get one. I know it's not cheap, but it's well worth for what it's designed for. And you pay for not only brand, but all the technologies they use. Also, they design the frame. It's all patented. And yes, you can find a lot of cheaper bike, probably for a quarter of the cost sometimes, but it will be different. It's more unique because of the weight. And for a lot of people who buy electric bicycle, they don't realize how many they don't realize how heavy usually electric bicycle. How do I know? Because a lot of people buy the bike and never use. Even it's foldable, like Electric XP have a lot of people who wants to sell the bike, because I do have a marketplace on Facebook, and a lot of people are selling the bike because one of the reasons they don't use it, because to use a bike, even if you are not using for as commuter, just for vacation when you need it, like for trips to go to the store, for example, when you're on vacation on RV, to get this bike out of the car, it's not easy if the bike weighs like 60 pounds. Even for me, I hate to get the heavy bike out of the car. And that's something I don't like about most electric bicycles, because they're usually more heavy versus to this one or traditional one. I feel like teenagers got exactly. That's one of the reasons we have a lot of problem with people just like to mess around with a bicycle, like, well, he just tried to get attention. Most likely he rented out, but that's why he burned out the tires, most likely. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to ride this as a regular bicycle, and it's giving me exercise. It can get me to from point A to B with no problem. And today I'm gonna ride about 10 miles, maybe more a bit on this bike. And I usually charge it right after I come home, so I don't leave it like half full. I usually charge it until green light on charger block. And I can make these sounds as well with my front brakes now, since it's squeaking. I guess it needs some cleaning if I want to, but I think I like it. When you do like this, people just step away. But yeah, going about 10 miles an hour, that's a good speed for the beach riding. And I'm at Venice Beach right here. A lot of people like criticize that the battery is small, this expensive, but again, you use very little power because you pedal the bike, and due to the tires are so thin, it's less friction, so you get better performance. Also, you're not going like 20 miles an hour, you're going only like 10, 15. You're gonna get very good range as well, because you cannot go more than 60 miles. I think you can if you try to pedal very fast, but let's see how fast I can get here. Like electric bike. This is e-motor, 100% illegal on this. Yeah, 100% no pedals at all. Teenager. So let's see how fast I can get. 40 miles, easy. 15. So about 50 miles an hour based on GPS. Just easy pedaling over here. And you see, like, they usually don't go fast. And the braking of this bike really bad, because the sand, also the way you brake on the concrete over here, very slippery. That's why I see a lot of people fall on this type of bicycle as well. I don't want to be that Karen, but I don't care if they're riding okay like this, I'm okay. But when they do wheelies on this path, it's not safe. It's not safe for people when, like me or anybody else. I don't care like what kind of bicycle you ride, fast or slow. As long as you ride safe, that's more important. Because a lot of crashes happens due to people don't pay attention. Where they ride, how they ride, and that's issue most likely. But I usually ride around 10 to 12 miles an hour. That's a good speed. So this is a Dahon feather. If you want to grab it, check the link below. I guess that's all information about this bike. And this is one of the world's lightest bike for under 1500. Actually under even 2000. I don't think there's any company who makes them under $2,000 for this weight. I think you can find like 34 pounds, 35 pounds, maybe 30 pounds. But the price still will be higher sometimes. So all of them usually set to 15 to 20 miles, like 15 or 60 miles an hour, because they are not designed for heavy weight. And the weight, actually, another thing, the weight about this bike maximum capacity is, I believe, 233 or 35 pounds maximum. So I'm still good because I'm under 220. So I think the maximum is 230. So I'm still good for this bike. And so I'm very close to the maximum. With my gears, everything, I am about to the limit. So this is another things you need to consider. If you're a heavy person, this bike cannot handle more than 230, I believe 230 pounds, that's it. But luckily I'm still under. So if you want to grab it, check the link below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. On your left, right.